Hey everybody, it's Dan with Pain for You. Today's topic is going to be your brain loves you. Okay? I'll get into that in a minute. But first, we're going to take a couple of nice breaths. So before we do that, sorry I'm shooting indoors. The day got away from me and I realized, hey, it got dark out. I can't shoot outdoors. So instead of breaking my streak of over 500 days in a row, I figured I'd shoot indoors. Sorry for anybody who likes the greenery. You'll see that tomorrow. So your brain loves you. Let's take a couple of nice breaths. Breathe in the silence. Breathe out the noise. Breathe in the confidence. Breathe out the fear. Breathe in the bravery. Breathe out the fear, I guess. So your brain loves you. This comes about because I read a lot of comments. I get tons of comments on my own page, my own Facebook group, on YouTube. And first of all, a lot of people will refer to their brain as if it's separate from them. My brain always does this. My brain always does that. My brain is sabotaging me. My brain is torturing me. My brain is always doing this. My brain is always doing that. The first thing I will suggest is, whose brain is it? It's yours. So, we have a conscious thinking brain. We have the ability to direct our thoughts towards anything we choose. You go to college, you can choose to study history or math or business or law or virtually anything, medicine, you name it. We have a conscious thinking brain where we can actually decide, love that word, make a decision on what we want our brain to work on. Yes, there are subconscious parts of our brain that are some of the automatic software programs that kind of run habitually on automatic pilot based on the inputs or the software that was written when we were younger. But we have the ability to re-engineer a version 2 of you and re-architect what the brain's going to do on autopilot. And so we can decide with our conscious thinking mind, how do I want to be? Who do I want to be? How do I want to show up? And when I say your brain is your friend, its only goal is 3 things. Number 1, keep you safe. Number 2, and more importantly, keep you alive. And number 3, give to you what it believes you're requesting. And so, if we allow ourselves to run on autopilot, which is the comfortable place of fear and anxiety and worrying, catastrophic thinking, the brain's going to say, okay, are you sure you want that? Here you go. You know, if we allow the autopilot of waking up and saying, oh my God, how bad is today going to be? Yesterday was awful. Today's going to be even worse. Oh no. The brain's going to listen and go, all right, you want a bad day? I guess so. Remember, your brain loves you. It's trying to keep you safe, alive, and give you that which it believes you are requesting. So we get to use our conscious thinking brain to control the inputs and the request process that we are asking the brain to deliver to us. And so our brain is our friend. Our brain loves us. And so this TMS process can seem anything but a loving, caring brain. Well, let's go back. TMS 101. We were taught at certain ages or through certain life experiences and that certain emotions are unacceptable, scary, dangerous, and they don't fit with our own self-image of who we are. And so our brain is saying, safe, alive, give you what you want. Safe. These emotions are unpleasant. They're unsafe. In some cases, we believe they make us bad people. They're just not acceptable. They're not allowed. We've been taught these things. And so when we start to feel these overwhelming emotions and they start to burst get close to bursting into consciousness, Dr. Sarno theorized that the brain says, that's dangerous. And so, in his theory, it creates a distraction. Mild oxygen deprivation creates some type of pain, burning, numbness, tingling, weakness, and this creates a symptom which very quickly and very effectively distracts us from these negative, scary, dark emotions that don't fit with our own self-image. And so the brain is just doing what it can to keep you safe, alive, and give you what you want. Now, you don't necessarily want the pain, right? You didn't want that, but the perception of the brain is that these emotions are too overwhelming and scary and dangerous that it needed to keep you safe by a diversion. So, that being said, if you believe your brain is torturing you with the pain, it's not. It loves you. It's just trying to do what it can to keep you safe from these emotions. That's why one of the core areas that I like to teach is that emotions are safe. We have to learn that. Why? So that the brain doesn't feel a need to protect us from these emotions anymore, right? That's really important. So how do we teach ourselves that these emotions are safe? We actually feel them. And we do a daily practice of feeling our emotions, whether you journal, whether you verbally journal, whether you do somatic tracking and noticing your emotions, whether you do, a question and answer like the Zero Pain Now program. Right now, what emotion am I feeling? And answering, I am feeling this. Start with a piece of paper and just say, today I'm feeling. There's a dozen ways or dozens of ways of actually allowing yourself to feel the emotions and get these emotions out. The purpose of doing that is not to torture yourself with these emotions and, oh my God, I hate the emotional work. I hate it, hate it, hate it. Well, if you keep on telling yourself how much you hate the emotional work, your brain's going to look to divert you from that with perhaps an increase in pain, new symptoms, or just procrastination and distraction. And before you know it, a week's gone by and you haven't done any of that work because you're so afraid of the emotions and you keep on telling your brain, oh my God, I hate that, I hate that, I hate that. Number one, safe. Number two, alive. Number three, give you what you want. So if you really, really, really don't like doing that emotional work, your brain's going to go like, hey, why don't you see what's on TV and maybe we'll get back to it later. Or any element of distraction, right? The brain is here and it loves you and it's keeping you safe, alive, and give you what you are requesting. So all of that being said, it's a matter of using your conscious thinking brain to direct it in the direction you want to go in. So if you want to teach yourself that these emotions are safe, that's the core foundational thing, you've got to take upon a daily practice of learning to feel your emotions. And when you do so, and you soothe yourself afterwards, whether it be meditation, deep breathing, getting outside, laughing a little bit, enjoying some company, maybe afterwards you can do some gratitude to say, all right, just felt all that nasty, intense stuff, but I'm still okay and I'm still grateful for everything I've got, despite the fact I hurt. Still lots to be grateful for. So feeling the emotions and then proving to yourself that you're okay afterwards is going to teach the brain that these emotions are actually safe, which kind of shortcuts the need for the distraction in the first place. So that's a great way of doing it. But the brain's just trying to keep you safe. So if every time you sit down and you expect it to hurt, the brain is actually, in that case, it's giving you what it thinks you want. I mean, if you're going to a restaurant and you have to sit down in a chair and you're worried about it and thinking about, oh my God, the chair's going to hurt, the chair's going to hurt, the brain is going to essentially create that for you because the brain believes that's what you're requesting. That's what you expect, so it's going to deliver it. It's going to scratch its head and go, seriously? Right? Which is why it's really important to stop fearing and thinking about the pain and expecting the pain and looking for it. You're having a good day? Don't sit down on the couch and go, where's that pain? Wonder when it's going to come back. You're literally saying to the brain, give me this. I'm looking for this. The brain's going to go, okay, if you insist. So your brain loves you. Wants to keep you safe, alive, and give you what you want. So let's be very, very specific about the things we want, the things we request of our brain. And if you're at the point where you are battling your brain and you're so pissed off at your brain and you are just fuming mad and angry and sad and depressed and my brain won't let me do this, my brain won't let me do that. Just a reminder, guys, whose brain is it? It's yours. You know, think of anything you want. Just make a good choice that the stuff that you don't want doesn't warrant your all-day focus and attention. If you want to let go of the pain, you got to stop looking at it all day long. You got to stop staring at it. So, what do you guys think? Do you feel like you're battling your brain? Do you think your brain is out to get you? Do you think your brain is some evil statistic asshole? It's not. It's just keeping you safe, alive, and giving you what you want. Make sure you're very specific with what you want. Make sure you teach it that you're already safe. The brain's going to do the alive stuff. That's a lot of the autonomic nervous system stuff. That's the fight or flight stress response that it believes there's a tiger in front of you, so get ready to fight or flee. Right? That's some of the automatic stuff, but that's why it's also very important to do the soothing. Bring yourself down. Get yourself out of the stress response so that the brain doesn't feel the need to put you into the stress response based on your thinking and your fears and your worries and your anxieties and your catastrophic thinking, right? Because we can turn on the stress response just like that with a thought. So I'm not suggesting you have to manage and control all of your thoughts all day long. Not at all. But if we have some negative thoughts, we can just let them flitter by without identifying ourselves with those thoughts, without reacting in fear to those thoughts. They're just thoughts, folks. Let them go. Let them drift by. Good ones can come. And yes, we can direct our thoughts to a degree and choose thoughts that say, I'm going to be okay. It's just TMS. I know this is temporary. On the right track. I'm not going to react with fear. I'm not going to freak out because freaking out never got anybody better. And so your brain loves you. Please decide that. Please accept that. Please embrace that fact. And maybe even thank and love your brain back to say, hey brain, I know you're just trying to keep me safe here with these pains. I know you're trying to protect me and give me what I want, but I've been rethinking this, and the pain is no longer what I want. It's no longer important. It's no longer keeping me safe from the emotions, because I can feel those emotions and I'll still be okay, right? And be clear, compassionate, loving, soothing to your brain, because it's, you know, if you've been running around screaming, oh my God, my pain, my pain, my pain, you're kind of scared. And what do you want to do? You want to teach it that we're actually okay. We don't need the pain to keep us safe from the emotions. So reassure it in a nice, calming, parenting voice. Be the parent you wish you had. All right? So, your brain loves you. Love it back. You may find that you two make a very good team, a very good partnership to start directing and choosing and architecting the life you want. So I love you guys and gals. Let me know what you think. I'm not going to shoot again inside. I'm going to go outside tomorrow and shoot for Monday's video. But it's Saturday night. Forgot to shoot the video today and realized, oh no, got to get one done. So in any event, love you guys and gals, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya.